got King Cage Devonte Smith here on the program. He's going to be taking on Joseph Lowry at Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series on August 7th. Devonte, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good. Just trying to wake up. Other than that, I'm straight.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you taking the time this morning. Now, are you in Denver right now, or are you back in Ohio?
No, I'm in Denver. I've been out here for like 4 or 5 weeks now.
Yeah, no, I saw that. How did you end up training down at Factory X? Because that was one of the things I noticed that you changed up for this camp. You're training with a huge camp at Factory X.
After a couple fights, I got in contact with Brian Rogers. And he's the one that suggested that I go down there and train with Factory X, but I just never had time because of work and money and stuff like that. But after I beat Justin Edwards, I had time. I was a full-time fighter at that time, and I just won that fight, and I was like, shoot, let me shoot my shot and see how it is. And once I went down here for a week, I fell in love with it. It's a really good gym, really good people, really good coaching, really good training, and just the environment is different. Out in Cleveland, Ohio, I don't get to see mountains and nature and all that type of stuff. So I like it. So this is my first camp here, and I love it.
And how about the elevation? That's always a nice thing to have out there. I know it's tough, but it definitely helps with the cardio when you're fighting.
That it does. It took me about 2, 3 weeks to get to the point that I can like fight like myself without gassing out. So the elevation is not a joke. I went hiking 2 days ago, and while I was walking, I was getting tired because we were just going up the hill, and I had to keep like, man, this is real life right here, and everybody was laughing at me. So
Okay, good stuff. And where are you staying right now in Colorado?
I'm staying. Well, you can call it a fighter house. I'm staying with some people. They're really, really, really wonderful, nice people, and yeah, just all around great experience. So just chilling and training. That's all I've been doing since I've been out here.
And you also got new management. I know you're with Iridium Sports, which is one of the top management groups out there right now. Jason House, just a great guy. How did this all come together with you signing with them and being part of Team Iridium?
My last management crew wasn't really doing what they were supposed to do. Just being straightforward, straight facts. And Jason always been like, even when I had my old management crew, Jason's always been hitting me up, always been checking up on me, and again, he wasn't my manager at that time. But it got to the point where he was like, bro, give me the ball and I will make it in. And I've been screwed over so many times, it was kind of hard to, make that choice. But, going off of the past, how he's always been calling, checking up on me, and doing things he didn't really had to do because wasn't my manager. I gave him his chance, and his first thing he did was get me this fight. So he's being LeBron James right now. He's doing his job.
He certainly is. No, that's great, man. And you got a tough opponent here on Contender Series. Joseph Lowry, of course, he's coming off a big win himself over Zach Fears. How do you feel like you match up against him here?
I feel like I match up great. I'm not underestimating him in any way, shape, or form. I know and I believe I can beat him. He's very beatable. I have strength, I have speed, I have technique. Working with this gym is just taking me to a whole new level of fighting. Like there's here and then there's here. Like there's the amateur pro and then there's the pro like UFC elites, and I feel no, and yeah, this is what I know where I'm right here, and I really believe I can win this, and I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna do what I do best. I might look a little different, I might not, but again, I'm working on everything. Working on my striking, my wrestling, my jits, my cardio. Like I'm working on everything. I'm not gonna come in as the same person. So, if people are looking at my tape and they say, okay, this is what he likes to do, I don't like to do that no more. So it's gonna be a good fight, but I do know I'm getting that contract. I'm winning and I'm getting that contract. We've been talking for so long, and it's every time we talk, I keep bringing up UFC, and this is finally that chance, and I'm not gonna let him take this away from me.
And what about training partners? Who are some of the guys that you get to work with at Factory X?
Everybody, and literally everybody. We got Ian because Ian's also fighting on the
That's right,
contender
against
series.
Justin Sumter. Yeah.
Yep, and I think he's fighting a week before me. We got Ian, Yusuf, Chris, Brandon, my coach, Lockhart. Come on. It's so Gino. Come on, some more main characters. Chris, Brian, uh, like Brian Foster. He just fought for the PFL. Steven Seiler. He's fighting for the PFL. Randy Cavan. Uh, I even got some working with James Krause, so shout out to him because he's really been. The week that he was here, he helped me big time with some things. Just all around, just everybody's good at this job. I'm used to being the hammer. People, would call it the metaphor. And here, there's some days I'm the hammer, but there's more days I'm the nail. And that's why I feel so confident with this fight because I I know he's not gonna bring it to me like how my teammates is. Like we have people smaller than me beating me up. So it's just a different experience, and I'm like truly blessed to have a gym where I'm being challenged again, and I love it. I'm not shying away from competition, even though this is not my competition. They my teammates, but I'm really appreciative of what I have right now.
So have you moved down there, or is this just something you're going to do for your training camps, like come down to Colorado?
For the time being, because I ain't rich yet, it's just what I'm gonna be doing for camps.
Okay.
But it's a thought. I do like it here. It's like a home away from home because it's like I get to find that inner peace. I'm not like surrounded by stuff and drama and bills and stuff like I'm away from everything to the point that only thing I have to concentrate on is fighting. That's all I'm doing. So I love it.
Great. How's the weight cut going?
Good. Just I'm working out 3 to 4 times a day. 3 weeks ago I was 161, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta start. Like coach looked at me, he was like, you're losing too fast. You need to go eat. So I had to go home and eat. So I'm back to around like 165, 170. I got to start doing this running now. So weight cut, I'm not even worried about that at all.
And who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Right now, I manifest my coach Mark. Uh, Coach Mark, maybe my jujitsu teacher, professor. He's also been helping me out in a big way. Um, or either Coach Mark or Yusuf. Just anybody that's really been helping me that know my style and that can, when they say something, I can catch on to what they're saying. But main character, I really do manifest my coach Mark Montoya really helped.
How do you see this fight playing out on August 7th?
Me, like always, me winning. But looking at my resume, I always go for the finish. Like I don't, but it just happens. I always go for the finish. And I hear they may have bonuses, they may not have bonuses, but I feel like to really secure the bag, get that contract, I gotta go for the finish. Not rushing through anything, not gonna gas myself out trying to because if it comes, it comes. If it don't, the goal is to win. Yeah, shit. If I don't get the knockout, then I get the performance. But I can get it any way I want, and I'm working that hard to get it in any way I want. So
Okay. And have you been watching the Contender Series this season?
no, I actually watched it to see what type of competition they really bring it to the,
It's been a
to
mixed
the
bag. I mean, there's been some really good fights, but there's been some fights where it's like, you have to wonder how some of the guys got on there.
yeah, and that's how like 'cause I was watching the TUF season as well, and that's how I was thinking. Like they just bringing people just to be bringing people, and but they actually be having some good people on a Contender Series. So I'm like, okay, cool. I got to be on my stuff, because for a while I didn't know who I was gonna have. And I even I don't know if you can see it all the way back there. Got it on my card above the Broncos, my manifestation cards. Saying that I'm gonna win no matter who my opponent is, because I didn't know who he was or who he was gonna be, but I just knew I was gonna win. And what was the question again?
Oh, I was just asking you, just if you'd been watching
Oh yeah,
Contender
yeah,
Series at
yeah,
all.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, I've been watching it. It's like you said, it's a mixed bag, because they have some really good people, then you have some average, and then you have some. So I believe I'm gonna be one of part of the people that they're gonna be like. Where has he been? Like he's from Cleveland. Like this, like how long he's been from Cleveland. Like we've been overlooking this guy. That's how I feel. So I'm super excited. I am super excited. There's no nervousness. There's no anxiety. This is the chance I've been waiting for since I was 14. So I'm not gonna get a haircut, nothing, because I don't know nobody. So I'm about to go in there like, rough looking, whatever. As long as I get the win, I don't even care. I just know that was just a fluke. Usually I got braids, but it is what it is.
You mentioned watching The Ultimate Fighter. Of course, they just wrapped up their season, the finals last week. Did any part of you kind of watch that and think, man, I could have been on that show? Because, of course, if you would have beat John Gunther and on that Big Guns fight, that probably would have been your spot.
Everybody, 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 and I say that with confidence. Everybody, especially now, everybody. Um, and that was one of the parts of the show that I was just, like, who are these people? Like, I feel like that a lot of people that because they had undefeated record, they could have just been padded. But everybody, because people scared to fight, people get hit and they act all timid. Like, I get hit, we fight. I mean, that's what we doing this for. But it was a blessing in disguise that I lost to him. I don't even want to talk about him because that's in the past. But but shout out to him. Gunther. I hope the best for him. He got his first win in the actual UFC. So I can't. I ain't hating on nobody. On their blessings. So good job for everybody. But you asked the question, and I'm answering it honestly. I can beat everybody, and I'm ready to show that.
Yeah, and we're certainly looking forward to it, man. It's Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series coming up here August 7th, live on UFC Fight Pass. Devonte, it's always good talking to you, man. Really happy to see you get this opportunity. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, man.
All right, everybody follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KOTCKINGKAGE. And shout out to all my coaches at Factory X, Mark Montoya, Professor Busy, all my teammates. It's too many of y'all to name, but just everybody. I want to give a big shout out to Quest Nutrition, Boom, Turp House. Oh, they can see it. Here we go, just in case. Turp House and Coast, no, Beast Coast Unlimited for the gear, because everybody keep constantly giving me compliments about the 24 karat gold looking gear. And big shout out to my mom for being a big support system. Big shout out to my family. I miss y'all. I love y'all. I'm coming home on that contract. And big shout out to Cleveland, Ohio, because I'm about to put on for the city. So my team, Ray, my strength and conditioning coach, and Eric, my other strength and conditioning coach, my dude Shao Raw, and my dude Marcus Crawford. Yeah, now we're done. I got to shout out to my people, my team at home. So.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.